This is Greg Mitchell here with UltimateSportsTalk.com. I've got wrestler Wilbur Whitlock with MCW. And Wilbur, we just want to kind of get an idea of how did you get started in MCW?
Well, you know, me, like a lot of guys when I was younger, we used to roll around the backyard with friends and what have you. And my one friend actually found the wrestling school. Shasta ran a wrestling school in Massillon, Ohio. And my friend called me up and he said, "You got to get in here. I know you can do it. I know that you can do this school." So I was 18 years old. I was fresh out of high school. College never entered my mind. You know, it was the only thing I ever wanted to do. So I was actually working a job at the Nichols factory in Navarre, 8 hours a day, and then go straight to practice and train and do my practice. And yeah, it wasn't easy. Pretty much every last extra dollar I had was either paid for the school or paid for gas driving to the school, you know. And but it was the only thing I ever wanted to do. You know, like I told you, college it never entered my mind. Wrestling was the only thing I really ever wanted to do growing up.
Sure. So at what point, what was your first debut match?
My first debut match was, it used to be BB's Nightclub. Now it's the Diamond Royale. It used to be BB's Nightclub. We used to have wrestling there every other Wednesday. I wrestled my same friend who got me into it. We were training together, and I had my first match with him. His name was Drew Dennison, and he beat me because it was my first match, not his.
Sure.
And I remember we kind of had an idea what we were going to do going in there, and you know, and I had a lot of training, and I felt real good, real confident with me and my moves. And then I got in the ring for the first time, and it wasn't a really big crowd, but it still was the idea of working in front of a crowd. And I mean, the butterflies were all the way to my throat. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. It was a blast, though.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So now let's kind of talk about tonight. What do we have going on? What's set up for you tonight with MCW?
Tonight, me and my partner Supa Lucha, we are in a ladder match for the tag team titles. The MCW tag titles have been vacant for quite some time. We actually set up a tournament starting last month, an 18 tournament. So Supa Lucha and I, we defeated the first team, the Buckaroos. Then 2 weeks ago, we defeated Bill Martell and the Big Herp. And then we're facing Sean Blaze and Seth Allen, the Broski Express. It's a dumb name, I don't know, but we're facing the Broski Express, and we got the belts hanging up above the ring right now. Ladders are in play. You can smash each other with them, jump off them, do whatever it takes to climb up there and get the belts.
Nice. Have you ever competed in a ladder match before, or is this the first time for you?
No, I've competed in a few ladder matches, and let me tell you, I mean, guys at home, everybody, you know, you think, you know, well, is it fake, and how do they do it, how they make these moves not hurt? If anybody out there knows how to fake fall off of a ladder or fake get slammed on a ladder, I'd love to know it, because I don't know that trick. I have no idea. I mean, these things are brutal. They'll take at least a week, usually a couple weeks to get to feeling better again. I mean, you just bruise. A lot of times you end up bloody. I mean, a lot of things can go wrong in a ladder match, you know?
Sure. So now, you know, a big part of tag team competition is building up chemistry with your tag team partner. So how did you and Lucha get set up together?
Well, Supa Lucha and I we used to compete against each other quite a bit. We had a rivalry for quite some time. I've wrestled him dozens of times. And as it turned out, it's just one of those things where he and I have both been here for a long time. We were both, you know, fan favorites. And you know, the MCW brass felt that we'd be a good pairing just because of that, you know, having that veteran, you know, connection and having that connection of competing against each other all the time, and that helps us a little bit, you know, with the camaraderie. You know, I know everything he's going to do because I've been in there with him, you know, and he knows what I'm going to do because he's been in there with me. And so far so good, because we're 2-0 as a tag team, and we got the ladder match tonight to bring home the gold.
Great. Well, that's fantastic, and we definitely wish you the best of luck. Again, this is Greg Mitchell with UltimateSportsTalk.com and Wilbur Whitlock, and stay tuned on UltimateSportsTalk.com for a write-up of tonight's event, and stay tuned next time. Thanks.